It's fun to get together and pray and talk and eat and celebrate birthdays, like Ingrid's and BJ's.
It's always been something like to snack on and eat, so I'm like, this, ice cream today, awesome.
We appreciate having a group of Christian people that just get together, not for church.
We enjoy guessing what Kirk is going to wear to group each week. And so we wait for him at the door, and when we hear him coming, we guess, and we're usually right.
My car comes here on autopilot. Sometimes I'm meaning to go to the Indian Stairs or somewhere, but I end up here and I'm like, wait, that's not where I'm supposed to be right now.
I enjoy maybe the time before we get into the study itself. The most enjoyable just to catch up and see how people are doing, supporting each other, getting through our drags of a week, and we've been able to support and pray for Alex while he's been overseas. And
it's a jolly good time. I'm not being sarcastic.
I really like my community group.
Margaret,
Because we're just one big happy family.
It feels like family. We laugh a lot together. I think we laugh a lot more now.
Gained this little family of people, these brothers that I've never had before, and definitely talk about our community group. They're like my city family.
Actually, they're like the best group of friends I have right now, so I can't think of anything I'd rather do.
That family-ish type connection and sharing testimonies, everyone doing that was kind of cool too. So.
Everyone talks about their testimony. That's gotta be the most interesting thing ever. And it's so real because you see this group of sinners coming together, and you don't expect anyone's testimony to be the way that it is.
when you're a part of the community group, you're a part of the church throughout the week, and it's not just a Sunday thing where you can go if you want and be whoever you want to be, but it's just another time to be reminded and encouraged and held accountable of who we are as people and as Christians.
You can come on a Sunday and you can feel that not only are these people that you go to church with, but they're also friends of yours and they're fellow believers. And when the Bible talks about how we have a common bond in Christ, I think that's what we're really exercising here.
You don't always see what each part does. You don't know how each person works. You don't know their relationship to each other and their skills. But we can really see that really well when we're in a small group.
I started coming to this community group not too long after I was oh, is Antioch going to be my new church home? And soon after coming to community group for a few weeks, I was this is a good place.
Oh, the girl I don't know next to me just invited me to community group. Sign me up.
I have mentioned things that I need prayer about or I'm praying about myself. People have followed up with me on it, and then also just finding commonalities with Jessica, similar things that we have going on in our life that we can pray for.
A lot of us have important people in our life who aren't Christians in our families, and that was kind of a neat revelation that God kind of showed us to, bind us together more in that front of praying for our family members.
At any given time, at least one of us is looking for work or housing, and we've been able to really support each other, pray for each other, encourage each other. That's been a beautiful thing.
It's a super unintimidating place. I get to hear about everybody's lives on a regular basis, and then it's fine if I share mine,
And I know that there's a lot of growth in my life that's happened that wouldn't have happened without community around me to check in with me and call me out on things and encourage me.
You realize you're not the only one trying to sort stuff out.
You can't hide, and that's the sanctifying part of it that is really fantastic, even when it's hard.
Through some of the discussion that we've been having and just seeing how the Lord is challenging different people with different things, it makes me just really look at how much is the Lord really just changing my life.
Because I feel that it's easier for Andre and I to act in a gospel-minded manner, and it's easier for me to have my mind set on the Lord throughout my day, actually.
It's really helped me connect to God. It's been accountability.
Because usually I leave Sunday morning with man, I really need to pray about this or change that or whatever. And so on Wednesday night you come in and you're did I pray about it? did I change that?
We actually find a group of community of people who actually cared about me and invested in my life and like actually forced me to go to school.
I don't feel judged, and I feel like it's a safe space.
We're not creating smaller groups, we're creating groups that care about each other and they're responsible and accountable to each other.
I'm like forced to live out my faith because it gets messy dealing with other people.
It helps my walk with Christ to be honest with myself and with other people, and to share that vulnerability allows me to be vulnerable.
You can't fake community. You can't just get that on the fly somewhere else. And of all the churches I went to, Antioch was the most intentional about building authentic and connected community.
So